Dear children, I welcome you all to EduSat Tele-teaching program. Today's topic is a hero. We shall discuss part 2. So, we have already discussed part 1. It was very interesting. In the part 1, you saw two contrasting characters. One village lad, he was brave by birth, or he was a born hero, and Swami, another school going boy, he was not as brave as that village lad, but his father wanted him to be very brave and show his bravery and sleep alone in his office room to prove his bravery when Swami was not ready to believe his father or accept the views of his father. What was the view? What was the view? A weak person may have courage, whereas a hale and healthy person, strong person having powerful body, muscular body may not be a brave, may be a coward. He may have a strength like elephant, may be a coward. A person may be suffering from tuberculosis, but he may prove his courage. So, this is the theory of father. Swami was not interested. So, the father compelled him to sleep in his office room to show his bravery. So, this was the thing we have already discussed in the part 1. Then also we have done some of the questions, MC questions, also discussed some comprehension questions, and I again advise you to go through the test again and again, so that you will be able to answer the objective part, that is specially the MCQ very thoroughly and score good marks. Okay. Let us discuss the part 2, the rest part 2, and this topic we have taken to be discussed. We have divided the topic into 4 parts, that is part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Today, let us discuss part 2. In this part, what you will see? Let us see. And in this part, what things you will already the division has been made in your textbook, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. You can see the book. Now, we are coming to part 2. Now, when the decision of the father was final and Swami had to sleep in his office room. So, what is the reaction? What is the action? So, action of father and reaction of Swami. These two things are well displayed here, and other characters also came. Some came to support Swami. So, these are the things we will have to know from the part 2. Now, Swami had to sleep in his father's office room. There is no alternative. Swami had no choice. So, finally, he had to sleep in his office room. When his father was ready, when the father was reading, when father was reading the newspaper, after giving suggestion, after giving order to Swami to sleep in his office room, and the father was reading newspaper at that moment. So, at the time of reading newspaper, father became little bit drowsy, that means sleepy, and he was just reading the newspaper covering his face. What happened? So, he became drowsy and held the newspaper up, before his face. So, Swami saw the things, Swami observed the things. So, Swami was interested to escape. Swami was seeking the way how he should escape from that dangerous proposition of his father. So, at this very moment, when his father's face was covered with the newspaper, what Swami thought? Swami thought that perhaps father went fast asleep. So, this was the golden opportunity for Swami. Swami left the room quietly and went to sleep beside Granny. At the moment he tiptoed, so that or lest other will not be disturbed. Specially, father would not be able to know that Swami was leaving the room very quietly. That is why he tiptoed. He quietly left the room. So, he came back to his permanent place. That means, prior to that he used to sleep beside his granny. So, that was very early time, evening time. So, when Swami came to sleep to granny, so granny was astonished. So, granny started questioning, why Swami you came so early to sleep, are you really sleepy? Then Swami showed some wild gesticulation, that means he showed some gesture to quieten his grandmother, and he indicated that mother should keep quiet. He covered his face and showed the gesture that grandmother should not raise her voice. He warned his granny not to awake him and allow him to sleep beside her. So, this is the first step Swami took after leaving his father's office room. Now, after some times father awake, then what he saw? Swami was not there. So, father came to discover Swami. So, he came to granny's house, granny's place. So, he saw Swami sleeping. At first he pretended to Swami, at first Swami was pretending to be sleeping and snoring. Actually, Swami was not sleepy, he pretended to be sleeping and snoring, but father was not a man to spare him. He started calling, Swami, get up. So, Swami's pretension and all his efforts to avoid father proved in vain. In spite of his granny's appeal, at that moment when father was calling Swami to come back again and sleep in his office room, it is naturally out of affection grandmother appealed his son, that is Swami's father, not to disturb him. Then father was not ready, he wanted Swami to be brave and display his bravery. So, when Swami was coming, by the way, he also met his mother and looked at his mother. Mother was undone, mother did not say anything else, and only she can ask something to father, not to take Swami, but father decision was final. So, now Swami had to simply follow his father to his office room. When Swami felt that nothing can stop him, that he had no option or choice except to sleep in his father's office room, what he did? He realized that his grandmother's appeal, his mother's appeal did not work, did not affect his father. So, he tried his best to convince his father that please allow him to sleep in the hall with a burning lamp. That means, in the light he will sleep, he will not be able to sleep in the dark. Okay. Father also allowed him to sleep, but with a warning. Father allowed Swami to sleep in the lamp, in the light of the lamp in the hall, with some condition. So, father told him that he must promise not to be afraid in the dark and leave the room and go to granny and sleep again. This is the thing. So, again Swami requested father to keep the door open. The door was opened also for Swami. The room was lighted, but father warned him not to leave that place. He had to sleep in that room. At the same time, so he hated the newspaper. Due to the publisher of this newspaper, all the things happened. As the publisher published the news of the village lad, and Swami had to suffer. That is why Swami hated the newspaper and disliked his father's cruelty. Swami thought that father was very cruel, his action was not approved by Swami. Understand? Now, this is the text in the part 2. You can go through the text again and again, read the text line by line, so that you can be able to find out some of the difficult words or new words. And now, I have discussing with you the meaning of the some such words. First word is gloomily. Now, you see a word is coming, it may be a new word for you, gloomily. That means, gloomily means that you are not accepting with interest, that is mournfully or hopelessly, like that. That is you accept the thing in an unhappy way, you are not happy with that. Okay. Then the second one is rustled, the sound produced by two things. Worked on the front part of the, when father was reading newspaper, the first page or second page like that, coming contact with each other and producing a sound, that is rustling sound, the sound that is. Then tiptoed, that is walk very silently lest others should be disturbed. So, Swami was walking very silently. Gesticulate means show gesture without producing sound, to show indication or gesture through the limbs, through the hands. Swami also did the same thing by indicating something, so that his granny would be silent and she would not raise her voice, like that. Then start to rouse to strong feeling. So, when something happened, a feeling is created, that is reaction. Swami was reacted. Groan means to make a very deep sound in pain. Laughing stock, that means joking, an object of scornful laughter. The criticize, when we want to criticize someone, we make him or her a laughing stock, like that. So, this is the thing Swami's father told Swami to do. If Swami would leave the room and go again to sleep beside granny. Then apparition, a strange figure appearing suddenly like ghost. So, Swami has already covered his face and pretending to be sleepy. He is also snoring at the moment. So, father stood beside him, stood in front of him. So, Swami felt a figure like ghost standing near him. So, this is called apparition, a strange figure appearing suddenly and thought to be ghost. So, Swami felt like this, because he did not uncover the face, only he could feel the presence of someone. That means, when his father was standing over there. Okay. Then after that, let us come to discuss some of the questions that comes in your objective part of the exam paper, that is multiple choice question answer. Now, let us discuss one by one. You will find many multiple choice question answer. You can also find many multiple choice questions. If you go back to the text again and again, read once or twice or thrice, then you will be able to answer the question easily. Now, why did Swami hesitate to sleep in the office room? Now, here are 4 choice answer, you can easily read. Then the right answer is for dust and scorpion. Okay, children, come to number 2. Now, when Swami came to his granny quietly, granny was sitting up in her bed. This is the right answer. There are 4 choices. You can get the right answer. Then number 3, Swami turned over, curled on and dashed under the blanket. It will be blanket. Wrong. Then slept, snored, sighed and hid himself. The right answer is snored. Then number 4, who looked like an apparition? Granny, Swami's father, servant and the cook. The right answer is Swami's father. Granny's bedroom in the passage was dimly lit up by dash. Then 4 choices are there: street light, hall lamp, light of the office room, then bed light. The right answer is hall lamp. Then come to number 6. Who said, "Why do you disturb him?" Mother, grandmother, mother and grandmother, none. The right answer is mother. Then come to number 7. Swami's father told Swami to get up for dash time and Swami got up. Second time, first time, third time and fourth time. Fourth time, the right answer. Who rolled up Swami's bed? First choice is Swami himself, Swami's father, the servant, Swami's mother. The right answer is Swami's father. Then rest 2 questions, number 1. Number 9, to supervise or watch closely. 5 another expression for the phrase. Standing over, watching, watching carefully. The right answer is standing over. Then an object of scornful laughter. Give another expression for the above phrase. That means, you will be given single word. All such things are available in your glossary part, word meaning part. You can go in detail, you learn the glossary part, so that you can answer such type of question easily. Now, the right answer is laughing stock. This is all about important 10 MC questions for you, and you can find more than 10 question answer also. You can find 20 question answer. In each line or in each paragraph, you can find also many MC questions. If you go back again and again to the text and learn it mindfully. Okay, children. Now, come to another important part, that is comprehension part. So, what you comprehended or what you understood? What you understood out of this part after discussing, after reading, after doing the MCQ, what you understood. So, this is a very important part also, and it is coming in your subjective part question answer. 2 types of questions coming. One is 2.5 marks, one question is coming which are carrying only one part 2.5 marks. That the sum of the questions are coming 2 questions, one from poem and one from poetry. That is, each question carries 2.5 marks, and also some questions are coming, that is, each question is carrying only 5 marks. So, this is coming in your subjective part. So, you have to answer, you have to attend both type of questions, that is question carrying 2.5 marks and question carrying 5 marks. So, all things will be easier for you if you have understood the text thoroughly. Now, you see, why did Swami feel cut off from humanity? Why? Why Swami felt that he is out of humanity's race, he is not with family members. Why? Because he had to sleep in his father's office room, what he had never done before. That means, he had never slept in his father's office room before. He used to sleep beside granny. So, when he had to sleep alone in his father's office room, he felt like that. He felt that he is out of the reach of the family members. He is living in a isolated room. That was the thing you have to write. Okay. Then, what did Swami do to avoid sleeping in his father's office room? Here you see, children, Swami did two things. First, Swami proposed his father to allow him to sleep in his office room from the next month, from the first day of the next month. And this request was cancelled. Father did not accept the proposal of Swami, did not allow him. Then second thing what Swami did, Swami was interested to divert the mind of the father or change the mind of his father. First he was thinking perhaps father was joking, but really father was not joking. Father wanted Swami to be very brave, courageous and lead an independent life. Though father had a lot of affection towards Swami, but father did not like to see him like a boy, coward boy, or so he displays cowardice nature. That is why he wanted Swami to sleep in his office room alone to prove his bravery. And Swami did two things. First, he requested his father to allow him to sleep from the next month, first day of the next month. Then secondly, he tried to change his father's mind by diverting attention towards his captain, that is cricket team captain. He told his father that his captain had asked him to say that he was taking the elders, that means taking the elders, inviting the elders to join in their cricket team. So, as Swami's father was an elderly person, as a father he is also allowed to join in the cricket team. So, Swami thought that father may be happy by hearing such type of proposal, but father was not ready to listen. Swami, father also okay. Father told Swami to think of that matter later. So, this is the thing. What did Swami do to avoid sleeping in his father's office room? You can write for 5 marks. Then this same question, how was Swami able to come to sleep beside his granny again? Then another questions. How was Swami able to come to sleep beside his granny? What? That means, when father was reading his newspaper in his office room, after some time he was drowsy, he covered the newspaper, he was just reading the newspaper, then after some time his face was completely covered with the newspaper, and Swami was just waiting for the opportunity. Swami thought that perhaps father had gone fast asleep. That is why he quietly, very cautiously and very interestingly tried to escape from father's room and come to granny's side to sleep. So, for that he tiptoed lest father would be disturbed. So, he very quietly came to sleep beside his granny. That is the thing, because he was not at all interested to sleep there. Understand? We discussed the text of part 2. Then also we discussed the meaning of some new words or strange words that you feel for you or difficult word. Then we discussed the MCQ part, then comprehension part. I think you must have understood thoroughly, and I again advise you to go to the test, read again and again, so that you can understand the lesson very thoroughly. Thank you. Today lesson is over.